Hello there. I'm super excited to have my good friends Larry and Laura Bean here for our Team Hub interview here to learn all about the beans. So, Larry, Laura, welcome. Love to
Thank
learn
you.
more about you guys.
Thanks for having us.
So, first of all, team name, who are you? How long you been in the business? That type of fun stuff.
Sure. We're L2 Realty Partners. L2, Larry, Laura, two of us. There you go. I've been a realtor since 2014, and we've been with Samson since 2017. One of the, I guess, second or third teams to join the company back then when there were 13 offices and I think around 800 agents.
Yes, you guys are some of the OGs. I love it. I love it. So, lifetime production. What do you guys typically do in a year? I know the last couple of years have been down for everybody. What's kind of the normal heartbeat of your team production wise?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the last couple of years have been down. Last year we did 15 million, which is kind of disappointing for us. But since 2014, 185 million in gross.
That's awesome. That's awesome stuff. Your whole office. And kind of what geographic areas do you typically work in with your team?
Yeah, sure. So we're in the Gainesville office, which is in Prince William County, of course. Primary areas of business are Prince William, Fairfax, Loudoun. We'll travel an hour from here pretty much as the, crow flies. But for referrals, past clients, etc., we go out to Winchester, Frederick area, Front Royal, Fredericksburg. So, yeah, I mean, that's
Love,
pretty much your geography.
love it. What's your current team size, kind of ideal team size for L2?
So right now we're at 7 total, including myself and Laura. Probably, we're a small team and really don't have aspirations to be one of those mega teams that are out there. So I think if you could add another 2 or 3 people, maybe have a total of 10, would be our next step to get to.
Now, you guys are a unique team, and I think it's good. You guys keep it at that reasonable size, get a lot of personal attention from both of you, which is fantastic. And you both have very strong traits, that you bring to the table. You're a good match. What are kind of how do you guys normally function as your team? Kind of your lead generation, or how do you all create business? Within your team. I know, but tell everybody else what you do.
Sure. So totally old school. We go out and make the phones ring. And basically, we're circle prospecting every day for 3-4 hours on the phone. Just reaching out to the neighborhoods where we know there's not a lot of inventory. The market is desirable to be a listing agent. So we're primary listing agents. We do work, yeah, we do work buyers. Obviously, a lot of our listing people are looking to either upsize or downsize, buy something different. So probably get about 30% buyers, 70% listings. And that's the result of circle prospecting. And then probably another 20% annually comes from repeat business, etc., past clients, that kind of stuff.
So a lot of you guys are smart. You're smiling and dialing with that circle prospecting, and you help teach these people how to do it. Most people that start on your team, they're not professional callers, so people aren't to be afraid that, look, you got to come in and be a professional caller to join L2, but you guys help them with scripts and the stuff to say and help wrap them up, right?
Correct, 100%, Donnie. We tend to, because of what we do and how we do it and the size of our team, we tend to get a lot of the newer agents to join, and that's okay. We're open to that, to teaching people what to do, what to say, and how to do it. So that's part of the benefit of us is, we can take somebody with absolutely no experience, very few sales, who might even be afraid of the phone and,
Right.
Teach them what to say. So the thing we like to do and we're most proud of is, a lot of teams, there's all different structures. There's no right, no wrong, right? There's a lot of teams out there that just hand you leads and you go take them and run with them. Here we kind of teach you how to get your own leads. And the analogy I use is kind of teaching you how to fish. So once you learn how to fish, then you can eat forever instead of just being handed a fish.
Yeah. No, I love teach them how to fish. They'll eat as much as they want for the rest of their lives, right? So I love that.
Yeah, we need what we kill here.
What are some core values or, within your team that are kind of important, that kind of help you guys go and get along well? Because I know through the years you've had team members that work really well and then some that don't mess with your core and don't stick. What are kind of important core values to you all?
So I think first and foremost is take the business serious, but not taking yourself too serious. So
We have fun.
I love that. Yeah, Laura's being some dude. Laura has some fun. I know that.
so you mentioned we have kind of opposite type personalities. I guess opposites attract. I'm the business minded, kind of focused. Laura's the fun, kind of sometimes people say crazy out there, whatever. But, the value really is, take the job serious, but don't take yourself too serious. And for me, what I look for is someone who's open to learning and has a strong work ethic. It's really not rocket science what we do, but in order to be successful, you have to be committed to doing it.
Yeah, and don't let Laura fool you. She's a savant when it comes to all the details and all the ins and outs of a contract. She's like that sheep in its clothing. There, she's a rock star. She has a lot of fun, and people see that part. But she impresses me all the time with all the stuff she does. That's for sure. So when you talk about, do you have? I know you mentioned you bring a lot of new people in. What is your ideal candidate? Are they new experience or all things and minimum qualifications, or what does that look like to join your team?
Yeah, so I think minimum qualifications is very low. I mean, we're open to newly licensed people that, typically we get people that have done just a couple of deals, and maybe a couple rentals. The more experienced agents maybe that have a book of business, probably it's not the right thing, just because a lot of people don't like to cold call or circle
Yeah.
prospect, whatever you want to call it. So newbies are more open to that. And the beauty, you mentioned Laura in the contracts, is that it's not just the calling that we teach. So we take you from not knowing much. We go through every line of every contract, every addendum, everything. We teach you the process all the way through. So the biggest thing that we're proud of is over the years, we've had a few people on our team who started knowing literally nothing and have gone on and left and are extremely successful doing, great volume. And we're totally good with that. We're proud of that, we've had someone on our team who we taught and now they are a successful agent. Our minimum expectation is a 1-year commitment. Beyond that, you can renew forever or as long or as little as you want and stay with us. A lot of people choose to stay with us because they like what we offer. But other people at some point may want to go on and be on their own, and we're totally cool with that.
Now, the one thing I can say real quickly about cold calling is it's a little bit of a scary process, right? But I love the idea that you get behind where it's you create incentives, where it's like, hey, let's see if it's kind of all together, hey, let's see how many we can make, and then celebrate each other's wins. And you have a good way of looking at it. It's like, well, look, you're going to get hung up on a lot, or some of them aren't going to work out, but each time you pick up the phone, it's worth X amount of dollars because you're going to get that one out of every 50 or one out of every 100 or whatever that is, and then it pays off big. So don't be too afraid of the process because once you dig into it, it can be super rewarding. You guys do a good job of making it fun. I've noticed that.
So yeah, we have weekly incentives. So it's all driven about contacts, right? So it's the more calls you make, the more contacts you get. The more contacts you get, the more appointments you get. The more appointments you go on, the more listings you take. And, in our experience, I would say 99% of our listings sell. So what we do incent the team on a weekly basis. So there's contact driven incentives. We spin a prize wheel every week. Everyone has calling goals. So we agree on the number of contacts you're going to make. If you hit your contacts during the week, you can spin a prize wheel. There's $100 on there, gift cards, lottery tickets, all that kind of stuff. In addition, the person who made the most calls, we go and then they get $100 for their contacts for that week, but then they can double it if they've done the appropriate number of follow-up calls, because the money's in the follow-up in this type of business, right? So most people we contact are not immediate transactors. They're going to say, hey, yeah, we might be moving to South Carolina a year when my husband retires. So, hey, yeah, keep in touch. So it's the initial call that's important, but the money is in the follow-up. And so we're teaching the initial call, we're teaching the follow-up, incenting the behaviors. And then each quarter, on top of all those incentives, we have a $2,500 prize out there for hitting your goals. So we award that each quarter in cash. And then each quarter we do some fun team building events, axe throwing, out to dinner, different events, escape rooms, to build that family camaraderie amongst the team so that when one of the partners on the team, and that's what we refer to them, partners, gets a listing, everybody's happy for them, and we're all happy in each other's success.
Love it. Love it. Love that culture. Your compensation model, fixed, split, graduated, caps, kind of how does your compensation model work?
So obviously, I would assume everybody in this situation, you're thinking of joining a team, you'll automatically make your way into Cardinal Club, so you won't really have to worry about that part. But generally, we're 50-50, and I know that that probably is different in some teams. Again, no right or wrong model, but in exchange for that, we cover all expenses, and then you get, like you alluded to earlier, the knowledge of Laura on the contract. So all you have to do for us is lead generate and prospect. You get an appointment, you send the tax record to Laura. She's printing out the entire package, does all the paperwork in Skyslope, gets all the listing paperwork together. I'm going to do the CMA for you. I'm going to go on the appointment together with you. We're going to secure the deal together, and then you get Laura and I all the way through the process. The partner will work the client and get to closing, but the value is in, especially for the newer agent.
Yeah. Holding your hand. That's amazing.
Yeah, all the way through. It makes them feel much more comfortable. And we even say like, hey, they're going to be the co-listing agent. So they're always getting credit for their business in the transaction, so that if they ever do decide to leave at some point, they'll actually have a history and it's not just under the team lead's name. And then when they get those phone calls from agents, they might not know what to say for their first couple, 2, 3 transactions. So, we encourage them to be the one to take the calls. And even if they don't know, just say, hey, let me get back to you, ask us. And then we tell them kind of, what the answer should be or how they should present it.
That's awesome, man. Tons of great value in the lower side and in the hands-on. You go into appointments with them, and look, 50% of a lot is better than 0% of nothing, or 100% nothing.
I mean, for newer agents, yeah. I mean, obviously not this last year, wasn't the best year, only 4 million homes transacted in the US. But, in the years where there were 6 million homes transacted, our partners were making 125,000 right out the gate with really no experience. So, I mean, it's not bad money.
All right. Last question, 60 seconds are left. What makes you guys special? Anything I missed that you want to make sure everybody knows about your team?
I think we're special in that we have Laura. I mean, seriously. I mean, that's
for sure.
She is. I mean, if you've seen sales meetings or any of the company events,
everybody loves Laura. She's the best.
She just has a heart of gold. I mean, she's always there, whether it's your birthday or anything. She never forgets anybody's birthday with cakes and goodies and things. And she's the most caring, big-hearted person that you could possibly ever know. And she keeps, me in check, because I'm sometimes just more business. And she'll say, honey, you need to think about this side of it for a sec, So, and listen, yeah. She's totally happy to answer any of your questions. So if you had any questions about joining our team, you can call Laura. Just give her a call. 703-638-3826 is her direct number. You can give her a shout. She'll answer anything. And if you want, you can come in and you can even participate in a meeting, sit in, watch what we do for a few hours. We only want people to join the team that it's a natural fit and a mutual thing for both of us. So if you come in and you're not sure it's something that you want to explore, come in, visit us, sit through one of our meetings, watch us call. At the end of the day, if it's not for you, hey, at least we had a chance to meet you.
Love it. Love it. Well, thank you. You guys are the best. I think everybody that wants to work with Larry and Laura, they're fantastic people. Feel we're a fantastic team, and you'll be in good hands getting your career going with them. That's for sure. So thanks, Larry and Laura, and we'll see you around soon.
Thanks, Donnie.
Bye.
Bye-bye.